All right, welcome. We're at flight level 330, 33,000 feet, and just about to begin our descent. Took off from Cincinnati precisely 32 minutes and 37 seconds ago, and we're headed to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So let's get this party started. Right? Let's get this show on the road. What do they say, right? Let's initiate our descent. Set it down to our minimums. Obviously, if we had working ATC, they'd bring us down in steps, but we don't have working ATC. Or at least not working to my satisfaction. So let's begin our descent here. We're 108 nautical miles from the airport. Begin our descent at 2,000 feet per minute. Into Harrisburg. Had a heck of a tailwind. It's down to 80 knots right now, but we had about 105 knot tailwind for much of the flight. Not a long flight, about 384 miles by air from Cincinnati to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Roughly, I think the estimate was 50 minutes. Based on current weather conditions. Probably about right. Wheels up to wheels down. But it's been a nice flight. Oops. Weather in Harrisburg, I've never been to Harrisburg, but I imagine it's probably pretty typical for December. Maybe a little balmy, quite frankly. 50 degrees. Mostly cloudy. Chance for snow on Monday. Winds are out of the east at 3 miles an hour. We'll be landing on runway 13. That's an ILS runway. So while we're mentioning that, let me go ahead and enter the ILS frequency for runway 13, which is 110.9. That's done. Nav2 will enter the VOR frequency for Harrisburg, which is 112.5. Okay. So that's done. Go ahead and actually switch our bearing 2 to Nav2. See if we got any data yet. No, not yet. Not entirely surprising. This is kind of a straight-in approach. If you see here, look. See what I mean? We get to Harrisburg. That's the VOR frequency that I just inputted. Then we basically make a right turn and head straight in. So, in anticipation of potential icing conditions, go ahead and activate our anti-icing equipment. We are going to be descending into the soup there, as you can see out the window. And it's outside air temperature right now is minus 32. Won't be quite that cold when we finally get down to the deck, but I wouldn't imagine that it's that far beneath us. That's pretty. Screenshot. Come on, a little higher, a little higher. There you go. That's better. Anyway, descending nicely still. 80 miles from the airport. Generally want to be at about 24,000 feet at 80 miles. We're at 25.1, so we'll start slowing now. Just a little. There's not a lot of maneuvering room in terms of extending our downwind or anything like that, just because it's a right turn and basically straight ahead to the airport. Looks like we do have information now from the HAR, Hotel Alpha Romeo VOR, showing it 55.8 nautical miles away. So that's always good to see. Getting closer to these clouds. I don't know how thick a deck it is, but we'll find out, I suppose, here in short order. We'll fly right over the Susquehanna, which hopefully will have visual on it. You know, we're not going to be in the clouds right here as we do our final approach. And right now, everything's going smoothly. Famous last words. Did have a little bit of headache on the approach into Cincinnati last night. It's kind of squirrely. I don't know what was going on with it, but we still managed to pretty much butter the landing. I mean, I wasn't complaining. Okay, making our beautiful, nice left turn here in these beautiful, beautiful cloud scenery. Just gorgeous. 60 miles out. Want to be at 18,000 feet, so we're a little high. Continue slowing. Start dancing around here. A little chop as we enter these clouds. It's not entirely overcast because you can see land down there. So that's good. Hopefully it won't be too gloomy. Set our speed at 280. Bouncing around here a little bit. Certainly would have icing conditions, and icing would be showing up. See if we can see any on the wing. No? From this view, we haven't really quite dipped down into the soup yet, so we may dodge it. Passengers actually got a pretty nice view of western Pennsylvania. Okay, Betty says that the nearest altimeter is 29090. Now that we're below 18,000 feet, let's find out. 29089, very good. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know what yesterday's approach was. Kind of a headache for various reasons. Chief among them was that the weather was completely, or at least did not appear to be even similar to what the weather in Cincinnati was, at least on my Apple iPhone. Come to think of it, is there any other kind of iPhone but an Apple iPhone? Anyway. I remain very eager for them to get seasons set up on this thing. Because, you know, it's December and I'm looking down there and it looks like August. The only thing they do model correctly as it relates to seasons is the lighting. You know, obviously, not just sunrise and sunset, but even the height of the sun and its apogee. That's modeled correctly. So that helps a little, kind of making it look wintry, if that makes sense. All right, 40 miles out and 14,000 feet. Our rule of thumb again is 12, so let's continue slowing. But all well within the envelope. Turn off our bank angle limiter, because we do have a right turn coming. This is beautiful. I mean, it's just beautiful. Look at this. It just really am so impressed with the clouds. I think they do they've done a really good job on that. 40 miles now, exactly. And 12,000, passing below 12,500. This deck looked a little thicker from 33,000 feet where we started. But here we go into it now. There it is. Continue passing through 11,600, descending as we approach.
Landing gear.
10,000 feet, we want to slow it down to no more than 250 knots. One nice thing is I don't expect there to be much in the way of other aircraft in Harrisburg. Let's wait for that auto throttle to start to move this up. There it goes. Yeah, the clouds aren't too bad. I mean, I guess it's pretty consistent with mostly cloudy. 33 nautical miles now from the airport, or at least remaining on our route. Go ahead and activate bearing 1 to nav 1. Just see if we got any ILS data yet. No, we don't. Reconfirm the ILS frequency just to make sure. 110.9. We'll go ahead and make sure we inputted that correctly.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yes, we did.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
There we go. All right, so let's continue slowing.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Jesus.
Landing gear.
Just gonna leave it on.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing
Slow our
gear.
Descent right here a little
Landing
bit.
gear.
Okay. Keep slowing. A little faster right now than I care to go.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Set it at 2.
Landing gear.
Oh, Christ.
Landing gear.
200. If I can ever get this mouse wheel to
Landing
cooperate. Oh, God. Stop it. Fine, I'll take 190.
Landing gear.
Jesus.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Showing 26
Landing
miles
gear.
from the airport now.
Landing gear.
Definitely
Landing
shallow out
gear.
our descent rate.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing
God,
gear.
is anybody else as
Landing
annoyed by
gear.
that as I am?
Landing
Shut the
gear.
fuck up.
Landing gear.
God, how do they not fix that yet?
Landing gear.
Thank you. God damn it. Okay, we're looking good. Getting close to our right turn, as you can see here on the MFD. There's our right turn right there at HAR. That's the Harrisburg VOR, which I show to be 8.2 nautical miles right here on the bearing 2 nav 2 indicator, and also 7.8, 7.8. You see these numbers match up. HAR, HAR. So that's all good. It's funny how I have this, why do I have it set at 190 and it's at 199? I wonder why. All right. Looking good. Nice conservative descent rate, 500 feet per minute. We are 22 nautical miles from the airport and at 5,500 feet below the glide slope, but not dramatically below it. Kind of where we should expect to be in order to intercept both the localizer and the glide slope. We make that right turn, I'll start our flap deployment. I'm kind of ballparking our final, but I'm guessing about 17, 18 mile final. Nice, I like that. Makes life a little less tense when you have a nice long final to kind of get set up, and you know, if there's any problems or issues with grabbing the glide slope or whatever, you can have time to correct for it. We are getting ILS data now, by the way. You see that KMDT? That's the code for the ILS frequency for runway 13. Okay, getting ready for that right turn. Here it comes. Good, excellent. And as we complete that right turn, I will switch over to switch the nav source to nav 1 and switch on APPR. It's looking really good right now, so let's go ahead. See that Scion arrow is turning this way because we just flew over the Harrisburg VOR. Switch this to nav 1 and switch on APPR. See if it grabs that glide slope. Pretty much exactly where we want to be altitude-wise. Grabbed it! Perfect! Man, right on schedule. Okay, flaps. Let's continue slowing. And you actually see the runway. There it is. Nice. Wow. There it is right there. That's another airport. I don't know which one that is, but that's the one we're landing at. Look at the bridges. It's bitchin'. Look at that. There's our runway. Wow. I mean, knock on wood, but boy, this has gone really smooth. Another notch of flaps and gear. All right, get our landing lights on. And depressurize. Now we're low enough. How high are we? 3,500 feet, yes. I do that now because I actually noticed depressurize before landing. I hadn't been doing that. I didn't even know. All right, we look good, all lined up. Zoom in here on our MFD a little bit more. And we are getting a nice view of the river. Looks good. Glide slope's perfect. There's that green diamond, dead center. 9 miles out, let's continue slowing. 150. Full flaps. All right, feet on the pedals. See what our passengers got any view. That's pretty cool. All right, showtime. Airspeed's perfect, 149. Nice to have a daytime landing, finally. Look at downtown Harrisburg. I love it. That's great. Outer marker indicator. Airspeed's perfect, 150. $10,000-foot long runway, so that is nice. Okay. I mean, this has been textbook. Do have a wind. There's only one runway here. It runs 1331, so this was our only option. Wind's kind of coming at us like this. That might affect our landing, or at least the beauty of it. Mill of some sort. Train tracks. Look at that. Good golly. I just want to look out the window. Look at that. There's the airport I mentioned. Okay. No more goofing off. Auto throttle. Disconnected.
3 mile final runway 13.
All right. No need to rush the landing here. No need to stick it. Not with a 10,000-foot long runway. Golf course. Take a final look out the window on the right. Oh my goodness. Screenshot. Okay, I gotta land this plane. Okay. Autopilot will disconnect momentarily when we get the 500 call out.
500.
Right now.
500. Autopilot.
Autopilot disconnected. No poppies or Vossies, interestingly. Let's pop up. It's kind of weird. Offset threshold. Right over the piano keys. Okay. Well, that went well. Seemed to go pretty darn well. Okay, you gonna give me some arrows? Parking is off to the left. I already looked at the airport diagram. There it is. I hit the brakes a little harder than I probably should have. They might be might be a little hot. Okay. Let's get off the runway. That went smooth. Okay, stop on the bars here for a second. Oh, I love the shadow of the airplane. Okay, and let's just go outside real fast. Flaps. And bring in the spoilers. Bring in those spoilers, watch that. There they go. Good. Back inside. Oh, this was very nice. Landing lights off. And let's get parked. Yeah, this was textbook. I mean, it went really well. I love this game, good, bad, or indifferent, but when it really works, it's fun. It's so satisfying to have everything kind of go according to plan like that. Turn off our timer. I think it's at 54 minutes. Local time here is 3:29 in Harrisburg, 3:29 p.m., 15:29. 12:29 at my house, but nice, smooth flight. All went well. And there's our guy. Make a nice little U-turn here. Make sure we don't clip this minivan. I don't know how many longitudes they get here at Harrisburg, but probably not many. There he is. I think this yellow line right here on the PFD is what we're going to... No, it's not actually. My bad. Okay, give me some signs here. Left, okay, got it, left. Give me the X, pal. Nice. Excellent. Okay. Parking brake. Done. Flaps are already retracted. Airplane's already depressurized. Left engine, right engine. Let's shut those down. And get those lights off. It's so nice to have a daytime flight. You know what I mean? It's just been night flight after night flight after night flight. This is the upside to the weekends. Go outside one last time. Just take a look. Outstanding. Look at that beautiful plane. God. Oh, I just love it. This thing was in Singapore a week ago, or 10 days ago, whatever it was. You gotta love that. Now it's in Harrisburg. All right, now, I think we are all done with our shutdown. Reconfirm on our timer there. Yeah, 54 minutes, 35 seconds. Probably stopped that maybe, what, 60 seconds after we landed. So that's about what we expected, 53 minutes. Turn off the airplane. Battery, gen off. Battery left, battery right. And that's it. Welcome to Harrisburg. Let's see. We'll drop to our logbook screen and well, no, actually we won't, because there's too much I have to do to get there. Anyway, that's it for now, friends, and thanks for joining us, and we'll see where we go next. Keep forgetting how to handled it. I went back to NVIDIA. There it is. I went back to the NVIDIA thing because I like the 4K quality. All right, that's it. Thanks, friends.